morning. Welcome to Nat Nair on air. Jane Nat Nair, Greg Bach, the Calvinator on the board, coming to you from our studio in downtown Waukesha. Join us at 855-752-4842. Leave a comment if you're watching in the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and what used to be Twitter. She joins us every Thursday at this time. A little weather and wine with Brittany Merlot. How you doing, Brittany?
Good, good. How are you guys doing this morning?
Well, this morning was when I left for work this morning about 7 o'clock, it was so nice out. And it still had that fresh, cool air feeling,
Crisp.
crispy air.
Yes,
And that's going away soon.
it is going away soon, so you're gonna want to enjoy it today and tomorrow, because that's it after
That's the
that.
end. It's
It is
going to get
over.
really hot and really sticky, right?
Yes, it is, and really fast too. So I think by Saturday, we're gonna start to really feel that stickiness creep into the western areas, like La Crosse or so. But then by Sunday, statewide, we are going to be feeling very, very hot and muggy. Temperatures, of course, rising to near 90 degrees for a lot of us, and dew points into the mid 70s. We haven't felt
Ooh.
that. Yeah. So when you put those
Ugh.
together, pair them together, you get a heat index of nearly the triple digits. It could be anywhere from 100 to 105, feeling like into some places Sunday and Monday. Ugh.
So it's going to be a really hot start to the Republican National Convention that starts in downtown Milwaukee. And events are starting this weekend, I think. So
Yeah.
certainly into the early part of next week. Do we have Are storms going to come in then and wash this away and give us a little break?
Well, storms are definitely going to come in when this warm front hits us. So, Saturday, we are looking at a slight risk for some severe weather, and mainly into northwest Wisconsin. I think those storms are going to roll out of Minnesota and then head into our state. But we are going to have two different cold fronts passing through potentially Monday, Tuesday. So, of course, those are going to fire up some storms. So, I think Tuesday and afterwards, we'll get a little cool down, temperatures below average, and dry conditions. That is until EAA AirVenture starts. Then we get hot and humid again. Go figure.
Yeah, I mean, that's makes sense. Makes sense. Now, one of the things, Brittany, we were talking about before you got on the air, about, things to discuss today, you said the importance of getting cooled down. Can you talk more about that?
Yes, absolutely. So when you think about it, the humidity is kind of like the air is full of water. So it can't evaporate your sweat as fast as it should and usually does. So today we're outside running around, you're sweating, it's evaporating, our bodies are staying the right temperature. Now, come Sunday, you do the same activity, you're going to get hit harder. You're going to start to feel different heat illnesses going on. And I'll tell you, it sneaks up on you. Heat is a silent killer. And I've
Yes.
actually had an experience where I've almost blacked out and had heat stroke and needed to go to the hospital. And I'm young, I'm active, it snuck up on me. It can happen to anyone.
What were you doing when that happened to you, Brittany?
Honestly, I was just went on a little nice kayak, nothing crazy. Then I was just walking around town. That's when it hit me.
I
That
mean,
was it.
I remember when I was a young kid, I was playing baseball in the field in Waukesha, and all of a sudden, just my vision went away. I was
Yes.
seeing like if you rub your eyes, that thing, it just overtook me, and I just had to sit down, and I realized I hadn't drank any water, and it was like 100 degrees outside, and my dad's like, "Yeah, you have heat exhaustion right
Yep.
now. You need to be inside." And I mean, I mowed the lawn last weekend, and I it took me like 25 minutes to come back from it because I was so hot. It was
Yes.
terrible.
Well, that's a real good reminder for all of us to stay well hydrated. That means water. If you're going to have a couple beers, that's great, but you have to supplement with water. Coffee's not going to provide you enough water.
You got to
Water.
keep those sugary drinks too. They'll
Yeah.
dehydrate you as well.
Yep. Absolutely. Let's talk about hair.
Ah, the
Because
frizz.
Greg was talking about this, and I think you mentioned something when you were on with Pat Kreitlow earlier this morning. What is it about humidity that makes people's hair go?
Well, it's just all that moisture, right? So your natural hair is going to come out if you have that curl, that wave, that frizz. It's got all that moisture and it's just going to poof, not listen
Yeah.
to you.
I wish that would happen to me.
Do you?
Yes,
Want
I
to trade?
do.
Let's trade.
I would in a heartbeat because I have very fine hair, which I call thin, and the humidity just makes it look more like a helmet than it already does. I don't get any of the fushy the floofy.
You-
I would kill for a little floof.
No person with curls has ever said, "I love the floof in the heat." It's not. It's not runway model. And I mean, the thing is, I have slightly wavy hair, and like, you know how someone has bad knees, they're like, "Oh, my knee's acting up. We're gonna get rain." I know we're getting when I start to get some curl at the bottom of my hair.
Yeah.
Like, oh, storms are gathering.
But again, a very good reminder for people who work outside
Yeah.
for the early part of next week, and people certainly still work on weekends. If you're going to be out mowing your lawn,
Yeah.
don't take your pets with you in the car when
No.
you're running errands when it's this hot. I just read about I think it was in Florida, somebody had their window smashed in because they left their dog in the car, and dogs can heat up to 100 degrees or more in a very, very short period of time.
Absolutely. I mean, that car, you give it 10 minutes, it's pumping up 20 degrees higher with the window cracked. So,
and the other thing too is, if you can stay indoors, stay indoors. If there's air conditioning available, folks, if you have loved ones who are older and they're on their own, check in with them.
Yes,
because this can be a dangerous time for them as well. So just be cognizant, be aware,
and stay safe.
Stay safe, and keep that hair looking good, people.
She joins us every other Thursday for a little weather and wine. Brittany Merlot, thank you so very, very much. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
We'll talk to you next week. Stick around. We have news coming up next, followed by the